welcome to my channel. Hi, I hope everything is well. Today, we're just gonna get into some advice from the divine, anything that you may need to know at the moment, anything that could be beneficial for you, as it is a retrograde, so we here with it. So, let's get started. So I think I want to start with this oracle deck right here first. So, to God, do the people watching this video right now need to know at the moment? What do the people watching this video right now need to know at the moment? What do the people watching this video right now need to know at the moment? Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. To my angels. Spirit guide to my ancestors. Okay. We'll get into this deeper, but at the bottom of the deck you have moving forward. First card is movement, choices, what was that one? Indecisions. And then sacrifice in reverse. Okay. To my angels, to God, what do the people watching this video need to know right now? Okay, cool. And then you have fertility, which is the Empress, and then triumph at the bottom of the deck. So it looks like someone is moving forward, but let's see in which direction. But it looks like a good one, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, which we like to see. So let's go. My angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors, please clarify movement, choices, and decisions. Please clarify movement, choices, and decisions. Yeah, someone's really moving forward. Got the Eight of Cups right here too, which is about leaving things behind that no longer serve you. Then you have the Magician, power of manifestation, having everything that you need in order to create the reality that you desire. Well, having all the elements that you need. So, this is equivalent to like the Two of Wands. So it looks like your mind and your heart, your soul, everything is set on moving forward in a different direction, which could result into you giving birth, literally. So congratulations if that's the case. Or it could result into you giving birth to new ideas, new creations, a business, what have you. But it looks like nothing's gonna stop you. You're gonna keep pushing. I love that. Let's see. Two of Pentacles. You may be in your head or juggling the pros and cons of doing this. So for instance, if you're looking to move away from a toxic environment, or it doesn't even have to be toxic, it could be a loving environment, but you know that you could have perhaps outgrown those people, so you may not resonate. You're worried, or some of you can be worried about conflict or the backlash that may come from that. So you're juggling, okay, if I do it, what are the benefits of it? And then if I don't do it, what are the benefits of it? And then the cons for both sides as well. So let's see. God, please clarify. Magician. King of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. It could have to do with finances. Could be a financial constraint or something that's holding you back as well. If it's not specifically family, we have the King of Pentacles here, and then of course we also have the Two of Pentacles prior to the King of Pentacles coming out. And this is all clarifying the Magician card here, which of course is clarifying movement, choices, and decisions. I like to get very like specific in there. So sometimes, I start more questions and be like, okay, so what happens next? And then go to my Patreon, which is cool. Get it how you get it. Do what you gotta do. But I'm just starting out, so I can't probably say that. But shout out to the people that do. I see you. Do what you gotta do, you feel me? So yeah, It could do it. It could have something to do with money. So you could be weighing out the pros and cons too. So for instance, let's say you're in a place, state, country, somewhere where the finances and minimum wage and everything is pretty low, but you have your family, you have your friends, you grew up there, everything you know is there. But you have this new job opportunity, or you just have this inkling to go and travel and go somewhere else to where you could become more stable, more financially stable, grounded, and at peace, as you would be able to come into abundance from leaving behind what is stopping you from getting that abundance. So, let's see. Please clarify my choices and decisions. My choices and decisions here. Please clarify my choices and decisions. Okay. The Hanged Man, yes, keeping you stuck. Like you're really in your head about it. But you do have the strength to persevere and move forward. You do. Have the Hanged Man. As you see, it's not the regular Hanged Man. He is literally cocooned into something. And attached to this tree and chained as well. So it's almost like it's kind of putting you in a slumber to where you feel kind of stuck, but you're constantly juggling the idea of it. But the better half of you wants to push forward, but then there's that little part of you that's like, but if I do that, then this, and that. But it looks like irregardless, you're gonna be fine. Let's move on to sacrifice. Why is that in reverse? But now that we did a deeper investigation into the movement, choices, and decisions, I'm getting an inkling that this has to do with what you're in your head about, what you are kind of worried about sacrificing in order to come into this new fertile moment, fertile journey, fertile adventure in your life. Whether that's you creating a business, doing something that brings you joy, giving birth to a new idea, a new business venture, children, even adopting could be doing that too. Let's see. God, please clarify sacrificing first. Sacrificing first. All right, y'all. Let me tell y'all this. Alright. So usually when this card is upright, as you can see, it was like this, meaning it was in reverse. But when the card is upright, it usually talks about having to give up something or someone, what have you, in order to come into something new. And I don't know exactly how the saying goes, but it's something like, in order to get something, you have to give up something. I think that's how it goes. But if not, I hope you understand what I'm saying. And that happens with our dreams, our manifestations, or even our wishes. Even when we pray, like, a lot of us want a lot of things. But if the circumstances, the mindset, the people around you, and everything doesn't match up with that, 9 times out of 10, you won't get it. And if you do get it, you're going to regret getting it because it wasn't aligned. It looks like you have to get into some type of alignment, but you will, because you did have the 3 of Wands and the Justice card come up. So with that being said, and they're upright, so that means positive movement forward. You made up your mind. You went from the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands to Justice, meaning you're going in the right path. This is what you're supposed to do, and the answer is yes. So if you were worried about, oh, should I take that job offer? Should I do this? Should I do that? It looks like, for the most of you, if not all of you, yes, you should. Of course, consult with God, consult with a trusted friend, family member, but one that's not going to be biased. Because if they're going to be biased, it's really not going to help you. You want someone who is going to look at it from a bigger picture and from your perspective as well. And of course, they could have a different perspective, not saying they have to be a yes man, no, but they at least have to have some type of honesty with you. But it looks like that's what you're supposed to do regardless. Move forward. And look, at the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Wands, so you already picked the path to go to. with the 3 of Wands coming out to clarify, sacrifice, and reverse. So you got this. You got this. Okay. Seven of Cups. Let's see. I'm still confused. At the bottom is the 2 of Wands. Let's see. Please clarify. Oh, we got 3 cards. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's crazy. This wanted to come out so bad, and that's the 6 of Cups. And then at the bottom of this deck, funny enough, is the 6 of Cups. So obviously, gotta talk about that. Just want to clarify the 7 of Cups here. Why is the 7 of Cups here? Okay. Got it right here. So it looks like at the current moment, if you're still feeling stuck, let's say even before watching this video, there's that part of you that really wants to break free and embody and exude. What would be the perfect word for this? Not only confidence, but creativity and love. Just to really become possibly the ultimate person you may want to be. But it looks like your logic may be getting in the way of things. Or you may have a figure that is being overly logical with you and trying to stop you from moving forward. But why would they want to do that? Could be a lover, someone that you're with, partner. Yeah. Which is causing you to feel stuck, or they kind of want to keep you stuck where you are. Just causing someone to be defensive. It's like they're trying to put up this illusion to make it seem like it's rational, but it's not. They don't want the Empress to break free. Huh. This could be someone from your past, or this could be someone that you've known for a very long time. Could be someone you have kids with as well. But this person, I'm not necessarily saying that they're a bad person, but this person kind of is standing in the way, causing some type of confusion, illusion, causing you to feel stuck, trapped, and confused. Mind you, like you don't really have anywhere to go or any choice to make, but you do. Definitely do. It's like you have a clear mind, a clear head of where you should go, but it looks like if this isn't a physical person in your reality, it could be a part of you. Because sometimes, I relate. There's this one voice and then there's another voice. Not to say like, oh, like I just have voices in my head. No. Sometimes when you're stuck in between a decision, you weigh out the pros and cons. You're like, oh, if I do this, then this would happen. Just like I had mentioned earlier. Or, but if I do this, then this would happen. But then if I don't do this, then you feel stuck. So it looks like there's a side of you that feeds more into things that bring you joy, pleasure, happiness, comfort, stability. And then there could be a side of you that's real stoic, real straightforward, real, no, it's either black or white. That's it, that's all. which is causing you to feel binded. And again, if that's not an aspect of you or a side of you, this could be a physical person doing that. So let's see. I really hope this is resonating. This is like my second video. It's still retrograde. So I'm hoping that this helps at least one person. If one person in the comments is like, girl, you know, this made sense, I'm happy. My day is made. And I did what I needed to do. Okay, y'all. So let's go to, let's go to 4 cups. Okay, just go to 4 cups. Alright. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords, and Pentacles, the Fool card. Okay, this is making sense. So remember we were talking about either the energy or a physical person who is kind of being a Debbie Downer. Okay. Either it's causing you to feel like this. The 4 of Cups, meaning there is an offer, something sent from the divine, something that can really help you in moving forward in this journey, but you're not looking at it. It's like you're like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. Like, it's good. It's good. It'll help you. It'll help you. It'll help you. No. That's not what I want. No. When in reality, what you're rejecting, or what someone is trying to get you to reject, is a new leap of faith, a new journey. One that, yeah, it's going to involve you being independent, but you're going to be stable. You're not going to have anything to worry for. You're going to be able to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. But even in this card, she looks sad. Similar to the person in the 4 of Cups. It's almost like you don't want to be lonely. Yeah, of course you want stability, you want money, but you don't want it to just be there. Of course you want people to spend it, share it, and experience it with. She's also putting you in a state of confusion. Let's see. Where's the 4 of Cups? This is the 4 of Cups. Okay. I came out sideways. The Hermit. Ooh. Secrecy. Okay. So this may cause you to isolate yourself. Now, it could mean completely, or it could mean only a select few would be able to be within your energy field. But you're gonna go within, could be consulting with God too, or your higher power, to see where you need to go, what your next steps are. But there's a lot of light around you though. So you will be guided, it looks like, towards your path. You could be doing this in secrecy too, like going off the grid a little bit. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Justice is going to come out the start. Ooh, healing. 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 4 of Cups again. Okay, this is a lot of cards. Okay. So it looks like after you put down the burden of being stuck and moving in your true path in your North Node and where you're supposed to go as far as the next step in your life, you'll be able to come into not only abundance, but you'll have victory, you'll be happy, you'll be able, if you feel like moving forward you won't find your crowd will find you, and you will have nothing to want or worry for. But of course the first steps are scary. It's new, it's a change. Of course it's not going to be comfortable. It's a new experience. You don't know whether to go left or right at first, but if you trust within yourself and if you have a strong intuition, you'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And once you do, you have it. You'll be the superstar that you are. So let's see. So we have the 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the Star card. This is all clarifying the 4 of Cups. How the 4 of Cups clarifying the 4 of Cups? and then you got the Five of Cups. Another thing that could be troubling you is, for instance, let's say, and that could be why the past came up too, with the Six of Cups coming out twice. You kind of tried something similar to what you're about to do now. Like, let's say you moved from one state to another already and it didn't quite work out. Just because that happened there in that place doesn't mean it's going to happen in the next place that you're going to. It's a completely different place. Even if it's within the same state, cities are still different. It's a different vibe. You're going to have a different mindset. And I'm pretty sure it's at a different time period. So I wouldn't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. Because you do have something promising coming towards you with the Ace of Pentacles. Then you have the Empress come out twice as well. But it looks like when you do make this decision, because I'm glad this Four of Cups came out to clarify the original and initial Four of Cups, because he's meditating amongst the Four of Cups. Could be a Cancer, or you got pivotal signs in Cancer within your natal chart, or this could involve a Cancer, because he has a card on the top of his bandana. I don't know if you could see that. So yeah, he's contemplating and going within to figure out what he needs to do. And he's around the tree too. He's within nature. So there's nothing stopping him from finding the answers that he desires and needs. Once he's able to do that, healing with the Star card. And my theoretical he can be a she, or if they don't identify as anything, it could be a them. But there's a man on the card, so that's why I said he. But for you, in your perspective, yeah, it could literally put you in a state of meditation, especially with you going within hermit mode, where you're silencing the world. That will cause you to have some downtime and to really block out any distractions or anything that would cause you to be in this constant fickle state of making up your mind, a state of confusion and not knowing which way to go or how to do something. You're going to be able to figure it out. Once you figure it out, it's almost like your crown chakra is going to be on fire. It's going to be lit up. You're going to know exactly where to move, how to move, when to move. Oh, and look, justice at the bottom. So you got justice twice. This is, see? Confirmation. That's what you're supposed to do. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. And if you don't know how to follow that yet because your mind is taking over, go within. Go within, because there's beautiful things waiting for you, my dear. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Let's do these two. Let's do fertility. Empress came out twice, and then this card represents Empress too, so you the shiznai. You the bomb. You the bomb. So let's see. King of Cups. Ace of Cups at the bottom. Let's go for fertility. Could have ended a relationship with the King of Cups type person. Could have been a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Heavy on Scorpio. You have the Tower card too. Oh, this is a water card too. The Tower is in reverse. Looks like some type of relationship, and if it's not a relationship with a physical person, something that could have struck you emotionally could have caused you to jump ship off of something before it got worse, or before everything just crumbled and everything fell apart. Okay, it makes sense. After you go within and do the healing and introspection and figuring out, okay, where am I going to go? It's going to cause you to avoid a tower. Meaning, irregardless if you made the decision and went with your intuition, or if you just sat there stuck and didn't make a decision, that decision was going to be made for you either way. But since you were able to catch it when you needed to catch it, in divine timing, at your right time, at your right pace, before this tower had to come in, you were able to move to calmer waters, which is going to help in aiding you within this new, what's the word? Chapter. Thank you. This new chapter in your life of fertility, whether that means giving birth to a baby, or whether that means giving birth to a book or a magazine, a career, or creative endeavor, what have you. Be very good at what you do. And you got the magician here. So the magic is in your hands. The magic's within you. You are the magic. So go make the magic happen, Captain. Let's see. Go get your fertility. Fertility. Sun card. You could be stuck in your head about an individual, maybe like a King of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. See, you could feel stuck in your head about a connection that you're giving to. Some cards here. Please clarify. Doesn't have a touch. Some card again. Okay. Clarify. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Here we go. Kind of want to clarify. One more thing. You got the Sun card again. Yep. That where to go. Okay, what to give to. Okay, so let's say you did have a relationship with a person who is like sneaky, would love bomb you, very like charming, a little too charming. That person could have caused you to put your heart like on lock. Like, not just like, oh, I'm not giving it to anybody. Like, not even like icebox. Like, I'm gonna put this heart in a box, and then I'm gonna fill that box with cement, and then I'm gonna fill that box with more cement, and I'm gonna fill that box with paint. Or I'm gonna paint the box, right? And then you're gonna put that thing in a safe. Then it's gonna be unlocked on that safe. That's That's what it's giving. That sounds dramatic. I don't know how I explained it, my analogy, but that's what I'm getting. But it looks like things are gonna turn out in your favor. And you're gonna be able to walk into some type of committed, could be a relationship, but if it's not a relationship, like let's say you're not ready for a relationship, it could be something that you're committed to. That could be anything, whether it's your job, your newfound family, your actual family, your career. Like, justice at the bottom of the deck. So things are gonna work out in your favor. That looks like you dodged a bullet with somebody. Definitely. You walking away from them. Because they were kind of being sneaky. Not kind of. They was being super sneaky. But sloppy. Sloppy and sneaky. I'm sorry. Let's go for a second. Okay, let's go for a second. Queen of Swords. 4 of Swords. 6 of Cups. 2, 4 of Wands. Definitely could have been a friendship, could have been a relationship, could have been a air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Some type of betrayal. Yeah, it's like this betrayal have put you in a place where you just surrendered. And it's just like, you know what? But it could have caused you to put your foot down too. Could be a little bit more stubborn than you used to be. But yeah, whoever this person is, yeah, you ain't messing with them no more. The better things are coming for you. Better things. But ultimately, you do have a choice. So if they do spin the block around again, you could mess with them. I wouldn't suggest it because you will have to deal with the consequences. But if you move forward and keep pushing forward, better things will come. Like, then you'll be like, oh, shoot, I could get that. You could get that. All right, so let's clean this up. Oh, what you were stuck in your head about, because this came out too. The same thing, taking a leap of faith and coming into your independence. You got this. You don't need nobody to follow your dreams. I mean, yes, you do need a group of people. You can't do everything by yourself. But I'm saying people who don't want to be there, you don't need those other people. Surround yourself around people that do want to be there. And sometimes you won't find that until you put yourself in the element you need to be in to find like-minded people. Unfortunately. Okay. So that's fertility. Let me see. Any advice for my peoples here? Any advice, God? Please, for anyone watching this video, if you have anything to say to these people, beautiful people watching this video, I kind of want to take one more, but I don't miss it. So we got truth. Hold on, I'm covering it. Truth. And then you got love begins. But that's that girl. You might just be giving birth to a damn baby. Why didn't you say that too? See this retrograde, y'all. The heart. Okay, so you see how our heart is glowing, and that's where the heart chakra is. And I'm gonna show you something even crazier. Bottom of the day. I mean, the top of the day, heart chakra. But it's like the same color, the same thing going on, right? So that heart that was in the cement, well, that was dipped in the cement twice, right? Then painted over, then put in the safe, and then that safe had a lock on it. Baby, you're gonna get a new heart. And then you're gonna have all that extra stuff on it. But, okay, you're not gonna get a new heart, but your heart will be renewed. And it would feel as if you did get a new heart. And the ice that was on the heart once upon a time, back in that day when the icebox was where the heart used to be before we did the cement thing. It's gonna push through, it's gonna glow, it's gonna be like, ding. We're gonna find love. Maybe in a hopeless place. Listen to that song. I don't know, it just came from my head. Maybe because I said we found love. But either way, that's neither here or there. Truth and love begins. Truth and love begins. I'm gonna clarify that for you, just to get deep into detail. God, this guy's not true. So we go 1, 2, 3. What you don't see coming. What you don't see coming. No, you really don't see it coming. Them cards here too. Let's clarify something. God, let's clarify truth. Truth. I'll read it to you because I feel like I should. Love begins. Let me just clarify that one for you. I'm not sure if this one's 28. That's the 21. Okay. True. The qualities of this card illustrates spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to just do that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. But don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What once was not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. And we talked about that this whole reading. And the fact that this is your advice is like... And to clarify, there's nothing wrong with weighing out the pros and the cons of something. But when it starts to paralyze you, it becomes a problem because you can't make a decision. But it is best to find that middle ground and figure out where you need to go. But as far as the reading, it did keep saying that whatever it is you're supposed to come into, this new life journey you're supposed to embark across and come into, is meant for you. And there's nothing or no one that's going to stop that from happening. But there is an easier way and there's a harder way of attaining that, at least for you at the moment. Then with this also talks about the things you don't see coming as well. This is the High Priestess. It looks like you're gonna leave behind people that only take and that only are smooth with their words in their hands. You're gonna leave all of that behind. You might even do like a moon ritual or something, like a cleansing ritual. That's gonna cause you to come into this new chapter of your life, to where you'll find ultimate and true happiness and love. And this could be with another person, most definitely, and or with yourself as well. But it looks like another person, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely looks like another person. Could be a fire sign. Could be. But this fire sign is gonna take his time. He's not gonna just come at you like this. Now, it could be flirtatious. He could be, very like charismatic, but he won't be overtly charismatic, or it won't seem like, okay, well, it depends. It depends on the wounds now. It depends on the wounds, because sometimes it all looks the same. But this person looks like they'll take their time with you. Yeah. And Leaving behind the things that don't serve you. Alright, let's see. Let's do love begins. God, please clarify love begins. Love begins. We have Seven of Cups. Ooh, options. Or a card at the bottom. Please clarify love begins. Oh, we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Moon card. Let's go back to love begins. Love begins. Sun card at the bottom. King of Wands. He wanted to come out earlier. He's at the bottom. Now he's out. Okay, so we got the King of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Somebody's getting a new boo. Somebody's getting a new boo. Somebody's getting a new boo. There's a new boo for you. You have options though on how to build a generational wealth. But if that's not the term you use, how to build money for using yours. Or if you don't like that term, how to become incredibly stable, overly stable. Like you said, you're secure, whether that's mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. You got all your ducks in a row, and you have different ways of going about it and how to do that. But it all looks like love will be the center focus in regards to getting that stability and creating that stable family life. And then you have the Sun card again, so like there's blessings all over you, blessings all over this reading. And even with the moon, it almost looks like the sun as well. So even when it's dark, there's still light that comes through. Still a light. But the confusion is not even confusion, because this doesn't really seem like confusion. You just have options at this point. Things will come to light in regards on who to choose. Now I think whoever this King of Wands person is could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. As I said, they're going to take their time because this card came out too. And these cards are at the bottom and then they fill up. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Wands. So not only is this person going to take their time and give you something that's solid and stable, like an offer, but you'll have all your ducks in a row too, and you'll be solid and stable within yourself. And they feel like they have to offer you something solid and stable instead of just lust or just passion. Like you're a person who they feel is substantial, so they kind of have to meet you at where you're at. Let's see why this card is here, and then that's the end of y'all reading. Why is it going on to the card? This is swords. You might have an epiphany, like quick. So the longer you guys know each other, the more you entertain them, the more that things are going right. You're suddenly gonna have like a quick epiphany, like this is the path I need to pick. And then love will begin. And then this is why I said a quick epiphany. But yeah. That's y'all's reading. So it happened to be about love. I didn't expect that, but it wasn't just about love. It was about other aspects of your life too. I hope this made sense to at least one person. Over time, I'll get better at these as I'll get more comfortable with the camera. I'm still working on that. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a blessed and beautiful weekend. God bless you all. Namaste. Ciao, bella.